Okay, so real talk. Most business owners that come to me think that they need a full website redesign in order to start getting more leads. And almost every single time, that's just not the case. Sure, you can get a new website, but it is not necessary. There's usually one thing, one very specific thing that makes the biggest difference. And once you change that, everything else starts to work better too. Today, I'm gonna walk you exactly through what that is, and the best part, you can implement this change even before you finish your cup of coffee. And stick around because I'm gonna share my screen and go through exactly what I'm talking about with some real websites so you can see it in action. I've been working with businesses since 2020 and I've done over 100 website audits. And in all that time, I've noticed that there is one thing that consistently moves the needle more than anything else. Your above the fold messaging. This is the part of your webpage that every single person who visits is going to see. I've found that most homepages and sales pages drop the ball here, and it causes visitors to leave within seconds. So like I said, above the fold is that section that everyone is going to see on your website. It's the very top part of the website that you're going to see before scrolling. When someone lands here, if it doesn't immediately tell them who you are, what you do, or how you can help them, they're probably gonna leave. I like to think of it similar to hooks on your social media posts, your YouTube videos, etc. If you don't capture people's attention right off the bat, they're not gonna wanna stick around. So think of this above the fold section as the hook of your website. It's the part that is going to get people to want to stick around, scroll your website, and hopefully purchase from you. Now, I have a 3-part formula that is going to help you tighten up your hero section, that above the fold section. And like I said, you can do it right now. The first part of that formula is you have to make it really clear about what you do. Make sure you use plain language, make sure it's understandable. The second part, you want to clearly state who your product or service is for. If someone comes to your website and they aren't quite sure if you're for them and your hero section doesn't make that clear, there's no guarantee that they're going to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. And lastly, you want people to know what to do next. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to book a call with you, book a service with you, purchase something, sign up for a deal? What is it? And if that call to action is something like contact us or call me or send me an email, I'm telling you now, you're probably not getting a lot of people clicking on that button because what incentive do they have to click on that versus to just go to your competitors and see how they're better? And if you don't believe that something this simple could be that effective, let me tell you a story. So during my second year of business, I was trying really hard to find new leads and clients. I wasn't very good at marketing, but I was putting myself out there. I had my SEO set up. I was posting on social media. People were coming to my website, but they just weren't booking. So what I did was I looked at my analytics and I realized that the majority of people who visited my website were not even scrolling. They were just immediately leaving the page. Before they could see what I offer, before they could see the work I do, before they could see my prices, they weren't even sticking around for that. So what did I do? I worked on making that above the fold section much more enticing. So what I did was I quickly went in, I just changed the text to reflect what I offer to businesses. And within a few weeks, I booked out an entire season of my business. Again, all I did was change that above the fold section. I took away everything about who am I, and I made it all about the client I want to work with. At that point, I didn't have to change anything else on my website because everything else was pretty solid. I just need to get people to scroll. So when I tell you that this is one of the most effective ways you can increase your website conversions, I'm not kidding. Now, what I'm gonna do for you is I'm going to go behind the scenes. I'm gonna share a few above the folds of different websites and show you where I think they're lacking. Okay, so here I have a couple websites I've found on page 2 of Google. So I know that they're not, the best of the best, and there is some work that can be done. I'm going to go through and we're going to look at their hero sections and see where they can improve. So for this first one, I've worked on a couple different organizers websites, and the text here is just so generic. It's the same text I see over and over. So this person could do a better job by standing out more, by figuring out what makes them more unique, and maybe if there's a specific niche or type of home and office organizing that they do that other people don't. Also, we have an Our Services button that is so generic, I might click on it. So one thing that could improve this is having something, a CTA here that's a little more like a quick win, or like it's going to be really easy to sign up. So maybe it's like hop on a free call, or it could be that you offer something for free that your competitors don't. Okay, let's move on to another. Okay, so immediately this is, I don't know what you do. Like, so my first thought here is that this person is like someone who dresses people or helps them figure out their closet. But I know based on the Google search I did that this is an organizer. So, and it does say organized, but that's not what this picture gives me. And then the very first thing you see is a button to scroll down. I would change that to a call to action. So let's click it. There's a lot of text here. And I would think that these would be buttons, but they're not. So that's my feedback for this one, is to just make it easier to get started. Okay, so here's another one I found when I was looking up coaches. Again, this was page 3 or so of Google. This person, with a coach, you might want to talk more about yourself, because someone is going to hire you based on you and based on if they think that you're going to help them. But as you can see, this is the fold, and I don't even see her face before the fold. I have to scroll down. So that could be a tactic to get people to scroll, but it could also kind of hurt you. It really depends, and you would have to look at your analytics to figure that out. Immediately, I see that I have to scroll quite a bit, and I don't see a button anywhere until I get to the very bottom of the page. So this, I would definitely have more about. It's great that there's stuff about her, but I would want to see something more about who she works with and who is the type of person who should hire her. Again, this looks more like a portfolio website, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's different. All right, here's another one. So another coach. The button, as you can see, is below the fold. We want to bring that up. And the biggest thing in bold is her name. So I would probably change that to make it more about the person that she serves. We have a get to know me. Again, for coaches, that could be good, because maybe for coaches, people want to get to know the person before they hire them. For me, I might want to change this to something about seeing if we're the right fit to work together or something like that. Okay, this is the last one we'll look at. You are kind of telling the person that, you're going to feel less stressed and more relaxed. That's kind of good. We want to tell people what they're going to get out of hiring us. And this does say schedule free phone consultation, book now. I would actually probably change the words here. Instead of book now, I would change it to maybe like book your free consultation or something like that. Just because if I'm just skimming, I might skip this text. I might just read this and see book now. And what if I don't want to book something and pay for it? This one's okay. I might put something more about organizing or the type of person that this person does organizing for, or anything about their needs. So there's some quick and dirty feedback on hero sections. Okay, challenge for you. Go to your homepage right now and ask yourself, would a stranger know exactly what I do, who I do it for, and what to click in the next 5 seconds? If not, that's what you need to fix. And if you're changing that up on your website, go ahead and comment below and tell us what you're changing it to. And if you want, leave a link to your website. We'll check it out. Now, here's the thing. Even if you fix this above the fold section, there's a bigger mindset shift that most business owners need to make to actually get more leads in their business. And it might change how you think about your entire marketing strategy. If you're ready for that, go ahead and click on the video on your screen right now.